And we begin with an item of breaking news. Nationwide can confirm that Senator Norman Horne is a citizen of the United States of America and ineligible to sit in the Jamaican Parliament. Repeating, Nationwide News has confirmed that Senator Norman Horne is a citizen of the United States of America and ineligible to sit in the Jamaican Parliament. This is a new development in the continuing saga of the Senate appointment that Mr. Horne is at the center of. Nationwide News has confirmed that Mr. Horne is a holder of a current United States passport. And the passport, we have the number of the passport. We will not report that to protect his privacy, but we have the number of the passport. We can also tell you we have confirmed by all reporting that the current passport was issued to Mr. Horne in the summer of this year, and it expires in July 2030. His previous passport, U.S. passport, expired on August 11, 2020. It was renewed, and the renewed passport is set to expire or set for a life of 10 years. It expires on July 5, 2030. Yeah? Our reporter, Abka Fitzhenley, has been working this story. Good morning, Abka.
Good morning, Hugh Cliff. Good morning to our listeners. And of course, this development comes in the midst of Mr. Horne being evasive when questioned about his status as a citizen of the United States of America. I can tell you what we have been able to confirm is that Mr. Horne is not only in possession of a United States passport, but he has used the passport to travel out of Jamaica to the United States of America. And that is significant because the recent findings of the court indicate that the act of traveling is also on the passport, is also symbolic of acknowledgement of allegiance to that foreign country.
Yes.
Checked by our news center, please disclose that as recent as November 14, Mr. Horne departed Jamaica bound for the United States. And on that occasion, he used his U.S. passport to leave the island. He came back to Jamaica on November 28 using a Jamaican passport. Horne, I can tell you as well, also left Jamaica on October 25 this year using his U.S. passport, which again confirms that he has sworn allegiance to a foreign country and is therefore ineligible to sit in the Jamaican Parliament. Incidentally, and very interestingly as well, the former PNP executive member also departed Jamaica on September 14 this year while using his United States passport. That clip is the very same day when then opposition leader Dr. Peter Phillips made the recommendation to Governor General Sir Patrick Allen that Horne be one of 8 senators appointed to the upper house in Jamaica.
Just repeat that for our listeners. September 14. Yes?
On September 14, Mr. Horne, Norman Washington Horne, left Jamaica using his United States passport. That is the same day that opposition leader Dr. Peter Phillips recommended to Governor General Sir Patrick Allen that Horne be one of 8 senators to sit in the upper house in Jamaica.
Coincidence? And he returned to the island on September 22 using it. Yes? Go ahead.
On that occasion, he used the Jamaican passport to land. So the trend here is that in recent times, Mr. Horne has been using his U.S. passport to leave Jamaica and the Jamaican passport to be landed here in Jamaica. And as you alluded to earlier, up to news time, Mr. Horne remains a citizen of the United States. His renewed U.S. passport, his U.S. passport was renewed in August this year, and it's current for 10 years from that date.
Yes. And we should put this in some context, because Mr. Horne, in October this year, told the people of Jamaica that he would be doing, out of conviction, the honorable thing, and resign his Senate appointment so as to make way for the new opposition leader. At that time, it was going to be either Golding or Hannah. Yes, in October. The presidential election in the PNP was only November 7th. After that. And since then, he has not kept his word to write to the Governor General. And as a result, the composition of the Senate is still up in the air. And yesterday evening, two statements came. One from the PNP, one from Mr. Horne. And the PNP statement essentially said the leadership of the party had met with Horne on Monday and impressed upon him to deal with this matter, giving him two options. One of the two options indicate, and I'm quoting from the PNP statement, indicate that he intends to take the oath of office and be sworn in as senator. If, however, he chooses to be sworn in, he should provide documentation evidencing that he had renounced his U.S. citizenship prior to his appointment to the Senate in order to clarify his eligibility. That was one of the two options given to him. Because, as we were told yesterday evening by Dr. Dayton Campbell, the PNP leaders asked him if he had renounced his U.S. citizenship. And according to Dr. Campbell, he gave them the same answer he gave me and Stevie Ann on Sunday and Monday, that is $1 billion question. Well, Nationwide has answered the $1 billion question.
Additionally, Cliff, interestingly, in a statement to the country yesterday evening, Mr. Horne indicated that he's having mixed feelings about whether he should be sworn in as a senator. So the question therefore to him would be, knowing that he's a citizen of the United States of America, that he's in possession of a current U.S. passport, and knowing that the law of Jamaica, as interpreted by the court, forbids citizens of the United States who've sworn allegiance from sitting in the parliament, how then can he be in a position where he's having mixed feelings about taking the oath? That's a question for him to answer.
But yes, it's a question for him to answer. But it is also a comment on this man about his character. It's a huge comment. And let me here again offer once again Mr. Horne, as we did on Sunday, an opportunity to come here and defend himself and to clarify these issues. Because now that we have established that he is a citizen of the United States and is ineligible to take up that appointment, yes, he owes it to the people of Jamaica to tell us, how come? You knew. Why did you not tell Dr. Phillips, your party leader, who reposes confidence in you? Why did you not? Or Abka, I am being advised that possibly he has been seeking to renounce the citizenship and was stalling, buying time. That could be a possibility.
But you know what, I can confirm that Mr. Horne has been in touch with high-level officials associated with the government of the United States of America. What about? I don't know. I'm not privy to the content of that conversation. But what we are aware of is that as we speak, Norman Washington Horne, who the lawyers have advised us, that lawyers in Jamaica have advised us, is to be contemplated as a senator as we speak. And he is the holder of a U.S. passport, which confirms that he's a citizen of the United States of America, which is contrary to the provisions of Jamaican law. That is the supreme law of the land, the Constitution of Jamaica.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I can also tell our listeners that part of our reporting in checking this story since it exploded last Friday, yes, that Mr. Horne visited the United States Embassy earlier this week. Yes? So we are watching this, but if you're just joining us, Nationwide is reporting that we have confirmed that Norman Washington Horne, the man named after Norman Manley, is a citizen of the United States of America. His U.S. passport, which expired in August of this year and renewed in the summer as well, he now has a new 10-year U.S. passport that expires in 2030, and that he has been traveling on that U.S. passport as late as November. It was November 14, Abka? Yes?
He left the island on November 14 this year, I gather, on using a United States passport. No, as a matter of fact, he left the island on November 28 using a U.S. passport.
Exactly. And on September 14, he departed the island using his United States passport. And that date is significant because that's the same day when Dr. Peter Phillips, the former opposition leader, recommended to the Governor General that Horne be made one of the 8 opposition senators in the upper house. Stay with us, Abka. Time for the break.